And Ambassador Mohan Kumar, former senior diplomat, is now with us to throw light on the India-German relationship. Ambassador Mohan Kumar, thanks for being with us. Now, Prime Minister Modi called the India-German strategic partnership. He said it's a strong anchor, in fact, in the current times of conflict and, concerns regarding the rule of law and navigation, freedom of navigation and things like that. Put this into context for us. Why is it a strong anchor?
Thank you very much, Mark, for having me. I think the way you have to see this relationship now is that it always had economic, trade and investment content, but the strategic content was somewhat lacking. Over the last 24 years that we have established a strategic partnership, I thought always that we had more strategic content, for example, with countries like France. I think what is sought to be done by the Indian delegation and the Indian Prime Minister is to impart strategic content to the relationship between Germany and India. A number of things have been done. The improvement in ties in defense, the posting of a German liaison officer in the Information Fusion Center in Gurgaon, the possibility of the Germans building conventional submarines, the idea that joint naval exercises are being held off the coast of Goa. You have 2 naval warships from Germany as we speak. Germany's own Indo-Pacific agreement or policy is taking shape. So the way I see the relationship is that there has always been economic and commercial content. I think the strategic ballast was missing, and that is sought to be remedied in a hurry by both countries. Of course, more Indian students are going to Germany, and that is fantastic. Of course, Germany is going to increase the number of visas from 20,000 to 90,000 per year for skilled professionals from India. And that is fantastic. But to me, what caught my eye, frankly, and that is why Prime Minister Modi and Scholz are describing the German-Indian partnership as a strong anchor. I believe they discussed the conflict in Gaza and the conflict in Ukraine in considerable detail, according to the Foreign Secretary. And all this points to strategic convergence between the 2 important countries.
And taking that convergence forward as well, Ambassador Mohan Kumar, Prime Minister highlighted how India and Germany will cooperate, to actively bring about change or reform in multilateral institutions. How best can this be done or leverage? How best can the relationship be leveraged for that?
I think Germany is important. Germany is part of G4, the other 3 countries being India, Japan and Brazil. But what caught my eye also was Germany saying that they would like a free trade agreement between India and the European Union in a matter of months, not years. So that is also strategic. The idea that Germany wants to de-risk from China and they are looking at India as a potential destination and partner is important as well. But of course, what you say is right. In global governance, Germany and India can get their act together. But I'll be honest, Mark, I think I am somewhat less optimistic about Germany and India just swinging the UN Security Council reform, because that requires the consensus of 190 odd countries.
Right. You did say about Chancellor Scholz pushing, in fact, for greater cooperation in an FTA. With the EU, but you also talked about digitization, software, semiconductor production, innovation and technology, all these sort of things. How do you assess, German priorities towards India? He's looking at a lot of areas.
No, it's fantastic that Germany is talking about a focus on India strategy, which was mentioned by the Prime Minister in his statement. So Germany has got a special focus on India strategy, which they want to leverage for both Indo-Pacific and other things. The kind of MOUs which have been signed, I would like to refer to 3 of those. One is in the area of skill partnership and vocational training. India needs this kind of vocational training and skill partnership building from a country like Germany, which has a proven track record of skill and vocational training. So that's the first. The second, I believe, is in the area of critical and emerging technologies. And there again, an MOU has been done between the two countries. And I think that is an area where India can benefit enormously from German technology. As the Prime Minister said, if German technology can be combined, if German precision can be combined with Indian technology and Indian talent, I think that is fantastic news for both countries. But most importantly, I refer you to the statement of Chancellor Olaf Scholz, who calls India a pillar of stability in South Asia and Asia. And that is, I think, an important statement coming from the German Chancellor.
A final question, the pillar of stability in South Asia. Can India now, view EU as a composite economic whole and bring to that relationship some sort of momentum to its growth? After all, the EU as a whole, is actually the second largest economy in the world.
Truth be told, Mark, I think we are some distance from considering EU as one bloc. If you look at the Prime Minister's trips, he has already built a relationship with France, with the French president. He undertook an important visit to Poland. He's already had good ties with Italy's Prime Minister Meloni and now Germany's Chancellor. These will be the countries which will drive EU. Germany, France, Italy, Poland, which is why I'm particularly happy that German Chancellor and the Indian Prime Minister have been able to discuss all the important issues, the geopolitical issues facing the world. And there is a meeting of mind between German Chancellor and the Indian Prime Minister, not just on the conflict in Ukraine, but also on issues like Gaza and, as you said, global governance.
Leave it there. Thank you very much, Ambassador Mohan Kumar. Thank you for enlightening us on India-German ties.